We begin with this Fox News alert. President Trump took his economic pitch directly to the American people. His administration's economic wins were front and center yesterday during his nearly 2-hour speech in Pennsylvania, one of the battleground states he won. He got them all last election. I'm Harris Faulkner. You are in the Faulkner Focus. The president went down a list of accomplishments.
I have no higher priority than making America affordable again. That's what we're going to do. They gave you high prices. They gave you the highest inflation in history, and we're bringing those prices down rapidly. Lower prices, bigger paychecks. You're getting lower prices, bigger paychecks. We're getting inflation. We're crushing it. And you're getting much higher wages. I mean, the only thing that's really going up big, it's called the stock market and your 401ks.
Here are a few of those economic achievements under President Trump. Gas prices have fallen nationally since he took office. The Trump-backed Big Beautiful Bill, now law, has gotten rid of taxes on tips and overtime pay. You will feel that in your refunds and beyond just in about 90 days or so. So right after the first of the year, you're really going to see this kick in. He's launched the Trump Accounts program to give savings money for babies born between 2025 and 2028. And not just savings, that money will be invested. That's huge. Nothing cooks hotter than our American markets, our financial markets. He announced a $12 billion aid package to farmers, and he created a new task force to lower grocery prices. Energy Secretary now, Chris Wright.
Everything he does is to drive prices down, to grow supply, drive prices down, remove regulations, remove barriers, set Americans free. Of course, he's bothered by the high prices, but those were caused by Biden. He got elected, and he's spent every day since he arrived to reverse that and drive prices in the other direction.
And new polling is also looking better for President Trump ahead of the rally that he is doing across the country. Some are saying it looks like he's getting ready for a big election. He is. His principles were elected. His policies were. And so he's out there talking about it. Right now, his approval rating is up to 41%. That's a 3-point rise in 1 month. Senior White House correspondent Jackie Heinrich now. Jackie.
Yeah, Harris, the president needed to take back the word affordability from the Democrats and boost voter confidence about the state of the economy, of course, without insulting people and telling them that they don't know how good they have it, which is the mistake that the Biden administration made. And he has also explained, including in this speech, why he has been frustrated lately that Democrats were starting to make inroads on messaging about the economy.
We're dealing with bad people. And the word affordability is the exact same thing. And I can't say affordability hoax because I agree the prices were too high, so I can't go to hoax because they'll misconstrue that. Democrats talking about affordability is like Bonnie and Clyde preaching about public safety. And they are really truly the enemy of the working class when they do it.
The president highlighted a number of policies and achievements from his campaign-style rally, from boosting manufacturing to revitalizing industries like AI, the first of many of these speeches we're expecting to see heading into the midterms. And he defended his focus on foreign policy for the last 10 months.
Somebody complained that I was making a foreign trip. I went to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, and UAE. I brought back $4 trillion. They said, he should be traveling. He should focus on home. What the hell do you think I'm doing? And 250 Boeing jets. I brought back so much everything.
The president also emphasized taxpayers really have yet to see the full impact of so many of his policies and achievements, including when people file their taxes this year. They're going to be getting big returns on things like no taxes on tips, Social Security, and overtime. Also, he's been touting lately that interest on new car purchases is deductible now. And there have been several programs like the ones you mentioned, Harris, at the top of the show, including the Trump accounts for kids and the investments that he's been able to bring in. So this is the first of many campaign-style rallies we're going to be seeing heading into the midterms, Harris.
Jackie, thank you very much.
Hey everyone, I'm Emily Campagno. Catch me and my co-hosts Harris Faulkner and Kaylee McEnany on Outnumbered every weekday at 12 p.m. Eastern, or set your DVR. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page for daily highlights.